සියවලනේ දුවගෙන බිගම ඉඳගත්ත දාර්ගා අපේ නම් ඉඳගන්නේ කොහෙද වතුර ගෑවිද මඩ ගෑ හැබැයි එහෙම වෙන්නේ අපිට වැඩි ඇඳුම් එහෙම නැති හින්දා වෙන්නේ නේ ලංකාව පරිස්සම් කරගන්න ඕනේ Okay, good evening everybody, and we are going to start meditation. Please find a comfortable place for you to sit. Keep the social distance. It's very important. Keep your back straight. Gently close your eyes. Take few deep long breaths and relax your whole body. Please do it 3 times, letting go your tiredness, having a long day. Taking care of all other businesses. Maybe you were distracted. Now this is the time to leave everything behind, to settle down and find time for yourself. It is a beautiful day. We are going to enjoy our time here in the nature. Soon we are going to have a beautiful sunset. Be grateful to yourself, your life, this opportunity. Even this moment, we all have lots of challenges and difficulties. Whole world experiencing this difficult time. But still you are surviving. Still you have something to eat, place to live. But there are so many people in the world right now. They don't have basic needs. They don't have food. They don't have water. They don't have medicine. They don't have place to live. Instead of worrying about what we are experiencing right now in our lives, be content what you have and be grateful. Having this wisdom in your mind, let's start to practice our meditation. Send your loving thoughts towards yourself, thinking, I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. In the beginning of our loving kindness practice, our words are very important. Words have some power. Words have some energies. With right intention, if you use your words for yourself, your well-being, and also well-being for other people, it will affect to the world and self. But remember, still words are limited. Therefore, in the beginning of your loving kindness practice, use those 3 words, well, happy and peaceful, setting your intention for your practice. When you set your intention, when you keep repeating to yourself and the world, one day this intention become an action. That's how this loving kindness practice processing in our lives. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. When you use the word well, happy or peaceful, think to yourself what it means to myself, those words. Person to person, you may understand differently. Therefore, don't put into the right or wrong baskets. The way you understand is very important to yourself. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. Experience loving motivation towards yourself. Now send your loving thoughts towards your family. Before you send your loving thoughts towards your family, think to yourself, all of my family members are not perfect human beings. They have challenges. Sometimes they are difficult people. They have some emotional issues. Some of their minds are wounded. Same time, we all have those kind of issues and the problems in our lives. Therefore, in this moment, think to yourself, we all are real people living in the real world, having real human experiences. Therefore, whatever difficult experiences I have with my family members, I'm not going to take those experiences as a personal burden. Therefore, in this moment, I am going to change my mind. I'm going to change the perspective about them, how I think of them. Whatever challenges they are carrying in their lives, I try my best to help them, but rest, they have to handle themselves because they are responsible for their own actions and their lives. No matter who they are, how they are, their behaviors, in this moment I am going to send my loving thoughts towards them. May my parents and grandparents be well, be happy, be peaceful. Some of your parents are not in this world, or your grandparents, they are gone, left this world. But still you have some emotional connection to them. You have some memories. You remember things. How they did. They did so many good things to you. And also you have so many negative memories with some of your family members. But in this moment, it doesn't matter for me what they did, how they did. I'm going to do my job to sending them loving thoughts. Are you ready to forgive them? What is forgiveness? Forgiveness is completely letting go without reservations. May my children, may my grandchildren be well, be happy, be peaceful. May my brothers and sisters be well, be happy, be peaceful. When you think of those family members, I'm really sure some situation, some memories you are carrying many years, they are not healed. What we did so many years, we hide them. We didn't address them. We didn't take care of those emotions. I am asking you all, don't repress them. One day they will come back. One day those negative memories come and harm you. Therefore, don't wait. Don't repress. Bring them to the surface, looking at them wisely and mindfully. Is it possible for you to let go? What is let go? Whatever emotional connection you have, positive or negative, detach from those emotional connection. When you are detached, what will happen? You are perfect with your loving kindness practice. Still you are there. Still you are here. Still you are doing things with them. But you are so mindful about your own emotions. May my husband, may my wife, my uncle and aunts, may all of them be well, be happy, be peaceful. Now send your loving thoughts towards whole world. May all living beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. Think to yourself, world is too big for me to focus, but still my intention is so powerful. Please understand, you cannot change this big world. If you are going to change it, you are going to fail. Buddha or Jesus, all other spiritual leaders who came to this world, they all did their jobs. But I am really sure they all had that intention. I cannot change this whole world. Having that wisdom, they did their job. Therefore, I am asking you all, even world is too big for you to change, but you can make your intention right. Change your mind, change yourself. Then one or two, few people will change after you. May all beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. Having loving motivation toward yourself and the world, now slowly turn your attention to your breath, your natural, ordinary breaths. Is it possible for you to be present? Is it possible for you to be aware of your senses? Whatever you feel, breeze of the wind, birds are singing, vehicles are moving, human voices, world is functioning. Don't react to them like or dislike, good or bad. Just accept them where they are. Right after you react to them, good or bad, did you experience what will happen after? Right after you react to it, it will become your problem. Therefore, what is happening in the world is not the problem. Your reaction to them is the problem. Therefore, be mindful of your senses. Just be. We call unshaken mind. If you are distracted by a thought or a feeling or a sensation, bring your attention back to the breath or present moment. Understand, you cannot control your mind, you cannot control your thoughts. You can control it, but it is temporary. Instead of controlling your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, how about observe them, understand them? Where is the issue? Where is the root? Why it is a problem in my life because of that thought or that emotion? Dig into the root, take out the root, then problem is solved. If you want to change your posture, please change at any time. Meditation is not a punishment. You know your body, you know your limits. When you change your posture, always be mindful what you do. You cannot breathe last moment. You cannot breathe the next moment. Only this moment. We have lots of past memories. Think to yourself, I cannot delete my past memories. It doesn't matter good or bad. They always there with me. If those past memories are hurting to you, if you have regrets, learn from them and make a determination not to continue with those negativities you experienced, you did. Is it possible for you to do opposite of them? Something good. If you have future dreams, we all do, which is totally fine. We all have to think of our future. Where should I be? What I have to do in future? Where I am going to live? make plans for your future. If you have one plan, it's not enough. Maybe you can make 10 plans, which is totally fine, but understand the nature of the plans. What is the nature of the plans? They will change. Impermanence. You can make the plans understanding, having that wisdom of impermanence. Then whatever happen in future, whatever plans remain, take with this plan and continue your life. So many people traditionally telling and talking, don't worry about the past, don't worry about the future. But I feel there is no clear explanation. That's why I said, past is gone, but maybe regrets remain. Learn from them, be kind to those moments, and don't continue those negativities and do opposite of that. Make the plans for the future. Learn the nature of the plans, which is impermanence. Then do now. That's what we call the present moment. Now observe your mind, observe your body. Your body is relaxed. If you feel relaxed, don't attach to that feeling. You are just relaxed. Why? It will change. If you are calm, which is wonderful, no need to attach that feeling too. Because whatever calmness we are experiencing right now, I'm really sure it will change too. My suggestion is, without attaching to both of them, keep doing your practice. One day, in this process, you become very strong, powerful person. Remember the word I use. One day, your mind become unshaken. Now bring your palms together close to your heart. What is the meaning of bringing palms together? One meaning is respect to each other, respect to yourself. There's another meaning, going inward. Now the deeper meaning of bowing, surrendering your ego and be humble without being doormat. May peace be with you. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. Now monks are going to chant. After our chanting, I am going to chant with you all. You have the paper, just keep it with you. So this is this chanting for blessing for everybody who join for this meditation today, and also your family members, your loved ones. If they are alive, still they can receive the blessings. If they are gone, left this world, still you can think of them, transfer these good deeds, good thoughts towards their lives, their future existence. So many people requested prayers, chanting and blessing. I am going to think of them and we are going to chant. Please listen to the chanting mindfully and attentively. Receive the blessings. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma dassa itipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijja charana no sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati santa deva sanang buddho bhagavati swakkato bhagavata dhammo Dintiko akaliko ehi passiko opanaiko tang veditambo vinyuhiti supatipanno bhagavato savaka Ujupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho nyaya patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho samici patipanno bhagavato savaka Yadidan chantari purisa yugani anta purisa pungala esa savaka sangho ahuneyo pahuneyo dankineyo anjali karaniyo anuttaram punyakkentang Tiyetena sanca vanjena dukkha upasamintu te sanca vanjena bhaya upasamintu te etena sacca vanjena roga upasamintu te karaniya matta kusalena padang abhisamenca sangko ujuca sujuca suaco cansa santussa koca subaroca ampakincoca sallauka bunti santindri nipakoca ampagambo kulesu ananugendo nacakun samacare kinciyena vinyo pare upavadei Sukino wa kemino hontu sabbe santa bhavantu sukitanta පච්චිපාන භූතන්ති තසාවා තාවරාවා අනවසේ දීගාවායේ මහන්තාවා මජ්ජිමා රස්සකා තුලා දින්ටාවායේව අන්දින්ටායේච දූරේ දූරේ භූතාවා සම්භවේසීවා සම්බේසන් භවන්තු සුඛිතන්තාන පරෝ පරන්නිකුම්බේත නාතිමං කන්තචිනං කංචී භ්‍යාරෝසනා පටිග සංඥානාඤ්ඤ දුක්ඛමිච්ඡය මාතා යතානියම් පුන්තං ආයුසා ඒක පුන්ත එවම්පි සම්බ භූතේසු මාන සම්භාවයේ අපරිමාණං මෙත්තංච තිරියංච අසම්බාධං අවේරං අසපන්තං තින්ටං චරං නොවා සයානෝවා යාවතස්ස විගත මින්දෝ සතින් අදින්ටෙය බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාඋදින් අනුපගම්ම සීලවා දස්සනේන සම්පන්නෝ කාමේසු ගේදං නහි ජාතු ගම්බසෙය්‍යම් පුනරේතිති ඒතේන සංච දුක්ඛා උපසමින්තු තේ ඒතේන සංච වජ්ජේන භයා උපසමින්තු තේ ඒතේන සංච වජ්ජේන රෝගා උපසමින්තු තේ සම්බීතියෝ විවජ්ජන්තු සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු මාතේ භවත්වන්තරායෝ දීගායුකෝ භව භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්칸තු සම්බ සම්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොන්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්칸තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොන්ති භවන්තු භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්칸තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා ති භවන්තු තේ දුක්ඛප්පත්තාච නිදුක්ඛා භයප්පත්තාච නිබ්බයා පත්තාච නිස්සෝකා හොන්තු සම්බේ පිපානිනෝ ආකාසන් බුම්මණ්ඨා දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරන් රක්칸තු ශාසනං ආකාසට්ඨා ච දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරන් රක්칸තු දේශනං ආකාසට්ඨා ච බුම්මණ්ඨා දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං මෝදිත්වා චිරන් රක්칸තු ත්වං සදාති. I hope everybody has the chanting paper. So please chant loudly. So we have to give this energy to the whole universe. So you all have paper? Anybody need papers? Bridget, could you please? Okay. So please repeat after me. Okay. So okay, good. Okay, please repeat after me. Sabbe santa sabbe avera hontu sabbe satta aniga hontu sabbe satta sukhiyatanang pariharantu. Again, sabbe satta avera hontu sabbe satta abhyapajja hontu sabbe satta aniga hontu sabbe satta sukhiyatanang pariharantu. One more time, louder. Sabbe satta avera hontu sabbe satta abhyapajja hontu sabbe satta aniga hontu sabbe satta sukhiyatanang pariharantu. Thank you. So today I was thinking, now I am out of country, my own country, Sri Lanka, more than 25 years. Very young, I left Sri Lanka. Now I don't know where I belong to. Sometimes a little bit confusing, but I really like that because I don't have that strong identity and attaching to any place. So anyway, as I said in the beginning, I have all those memories, my childhood experiences in Sri Lanka, and now I have my memories here. I have some memories in Australia because I used to live in Australia too. So one tradition we have in Sri Lanka, when people have difficult time, maybe difficult family situation, political situation, whatever difficulties when we are experiencing in life, very common place people are going to overcome that issue to the temple. If they can talk with monks, always monks are counselors. Okay, so just being a monk, they are just turned into counselors in Sri Lanka. If they cannot meet monks, they go to in front of the Buddha and meditate. So everybody heard about the Bodhi tree. There's another very common place people go and sit, the place Buddha attained to the enlightenment. There's a place we call the symbolized peace. Then being here in this country, I have another experience. When people have some difficulties, they go and hide. I'm not telling it is good or bad. One day, one man who come to the temple regular basis, so very committed to his practice. So when I'm not traveling that much that time, I'm always concerned who is coming to the temple, who are the regulars. Then suddenly this regular person didn't come to the temple and stop. But he's a very good person, very committed to his practice. Sometimes I'm so painful to people, I keep following them. Then I call him. I left the message, no answer. Then I call him again, no answer. I never give up. I was keep trying. Then I send the text messages. I send emails. Why I felt something good in this man. So finally he responded. Then he said, Bhante, I want to meet you. Then he came to see me. Then I asked him, why you are disappeared? What are you doing now? Where are you? Then he said, I didn't feel good to come to the temple. I asked why? I didn't feel good. I have some issues and troubles, therefore I don't want to come to the temple. Then I said, if you feel good, don't come to the temple. Don't misunderstand, okay? If you feel good, enjoy your life. If you feel bad, that is the purpose of the temple. Call monks. Even they are busy, keep bugging them. And so keep distract them. No, I need your help. So it is urgent, I need help. So one day, early morning, like 3 in the morning, my phone is keep buzzing. I just answer. Then somebody from the St. Agra hospital keep calling me and asking, come and bless. So monks were sleeping other rooms. Even they don't know I'm going out 3 in the morning. Why I did that? If they need help, we are there for you. So that's our work. So therefore I'm asking you, right now we all have some difficult time. Therefore don't hide. Don't suffer yourself. We are here to help you, and let's share our difficulties with each other, and also we can share our good time with each other too. So today before I start the meditation, Abriya came to me and said, oh Bhante, I cannot believe we have a temple in Woodstock. How many people can believe we have a temple in Woodstock? First time when I come to Woodstock, I didn't have an idea where I'm going. I was so confused, middle of the farmlands. And when I'm driving the 14, when I'm passing Huntley, so then we are, seeing all the farmlands. I was so confusing. And I was thinking where I'm going. There are no people in this country. I'm going to live by myself. I was crying. It was so difficult for me because I used to live with people whole my life. Always. Therefore, this is your place. This is not mine. This is yours. Maybe tomorrow I will leave somewhere to do something. But you have the temple. So that's a beautiful thing, right? So therefore, please come to the temple. Please ask some help. Always we are there for you. Sometimes people are complaining the situations, what is happening in the country, Corona, this COVID-19, lots of fear and anxiety. People don't know what to do. People are so worrying about their jobs. So many people lost their jobs. But still we are here, still we are surviving. Remember many years ago, we had in Sri Lanka, eastern countries, we had tsunami. Jason, you can remember definitely. So that time we are not on this building. We did the big fundraiser for tsunami victims in Sri Lanka. We raised $45,000. Then I flew to Sri Lanka to help people build the houses and helping people. One day I went to a school to help children. So all day I was working in the school, emotionally difficult because some children lost their parents, they don't know where they are. Some parents, they don't know where their children are. It's very emotional. So then one day, after a long day of working, I came to the temple. I was starving and hungry because I didn't focus on my food. Then I was looking for something to eat. I'm so used to American life here. I ran to the kitchen looking for some food. I opened the refrigerator. I saw totally empty fridge. Nothing there. I never seen that kind of beautiful and clean fridge. Nothing there, no food, only water. But still I'm so hungry. The good thing, my mother lived 10 minutes walking distance. I called her and said, I'm hungry, please send me some food. How wonderful to have a mother. She took care of it. Then I had that experience. Then I returned to the United States. That time I was living in Crystal Lake. So monks picked me from the airport. They have a school in the morning. Then they said, okay, enjoy your time, sleep, food. And then I took a shower. I came to the kitchen. I was hungry. I was thinking I'm going to have some food. I opened the refrigerator. Oh my God, I was shocked. So many options. I had the question, what I'm going to eat. It took me 10 minutes to figure it out. Why so many options? Even right now, when you go to the monk's residency at the temple, we have lots of food. Sometimes Amit is the main chef. And so sometimes I'm always asking this kind of stupid question. I'm asking, what we are going to eat today? That's a very common question I'm always asking. I think it's so annoying to them maybe. And I'm always asking, what we are going to eat today? Why we have so many different kinds? So I can remember when I was a young monk, or actually temple, we didn't have that problem when we are home. We didn't have that much food. Certain food my mother cook, I cannot eat. I don't like it. I hate it. Then I cry, I cannot eat this. Then my mom says, if you cannot eat this, we don't have food. You have to eat this. That's how we used to live. Now here, if children say to mom, I cannot eat this food. Then that mom, what is doing? Oh, let's go to McDonald's. So then buy McDonald's for the child. So why I'm telling these stories, don't complain. Don't complain. You are living in a good country. You have lots of resources here. Even life is so difficult right now, still your life is good here. Because you don't know how other people living in other parts of the world. I was reading a magazine published in Australia. It says 60% of the world wealth in the United States. If all the material things are our ultimate happiness, this nation has to be the happiest nation in the world. I'm so grateful for this country. So therefore, appreciate all the opportunities you have. Appreciate all the opportunities you have. How many people in Woodstock right now, just Woodstock, have this opportunity to sit down and meditate? How many people in Woodstock right now being home and feel miserable? How many people are so mad right now? How many people are so angry? How many people are hating each other? How many husband and wives are fighting each other? That is the world. But among those situations, right now you are here with all of the monks and meditate. How beautiful it is, right? So therefore, don't leave this path. That's what I'm asking you. Don't leave the path. One day, you leave everything behind. Money you have in the bank, you cannot take. The house you build, you cannot take. So the children you have, your family, you cannot take. One day, you go by yourself. You came empty hand, even no clothes when you come to this world. When you go with empty hand. but whatever you created here, you will take that. So therefore, think to yourself right now, day I am going to die, the day I am dying, how I am going to feel. Don't wait for that last moment. What I am asking you all, die now. Experience that death right now. If you experience it now, you are going to live your life fully. That is the beauty of life. So I hope you enjoy this evening meditation. Thank you so much. If weather permits, every day we are going to do here our meditation coming months. That's my plan. Okay. If raining, there's no. That means we are doing live from the temple. Okay. So thank you so much, everybody.